So today we are discussing quicksort. Okay. So as the name suggests, quick. The sorting algorithm work very fast, and it is one of the most usable sorting algorithm for daily programmers. It is very much used in the real world, as because it is the user friendly architecture of the sorting algorithm. Okay, so let's discuss, let's see how quicksort algorithm works. Okay, so let us take an array, a random array, say 8 6 2 4 3 1 5 10. Okay, so this is an array. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight elements. So how you sort? So let's take an element. Okay, so let's take in a random element, like I take here 4. So this is called as pivot. Okay, so this is pivot element, and we then sort with respect to the pivot element. Like the left part of the pivot will always less than the pivot element, and the right part of the pivot element will always greater than the pivot element. Like how? So let's take two pointers. One left pointer, which points to this, and one is right pointer, points to this. Okay, so 10 is obviously greater than 4, and 5 is greater than 4. Okay, so 5 is as greater than 4, so it is as it is. Okay, so I cannot change it is, because it has to be on the right hand side. Okay, so move the right pointer towards this. So this is now right pointer. So 4 is greater than 1, and 10 is greater than 4. So these two will swap. This and this will swap. So this will become 1, 1, and this will become 10. Okay, so then the left pointer is this, and the right pointer this. Okay, so now 3 is less than 4, and 8 is greater than 4. So both conditions satisfy, so I can swap to those elements. So 8 and 3 swap each other. Okay, so here 3, and move the left pointer to 1, and here 8. Okay, and move the right pointer to this. Okay, so we have come across one pass. Okay, so after one pass, after pass 1, we can see the result, and after the second pass, pass 2. Okay, what are the element? 1, 3, 6, 2, and 4, 8, 10, 5. Okay, so we will break the array into two parts, and take a pivot in this array, and take a pivot in this array. Okay, and then sort the array, and then sort the array and merge it, and we will get the result. Okay, so now you can solve this sorting algorithm. It's like little like merge sort, but there is a big difference between quicksort and merge sort, I will tell. So this is what quicksort algorithm works. This is the mathematics. This is the algorithm approach behind this. Okay, so let's discuss the pseudocode of the quicksort. Okay, let's discuss the pseudocode. Okay, so take a quicksort function, you pass the array, the low element, leftmost element, the right element. Okay. So how you can do? You it is like merger, so we can recursively call the quicksort function again and again for first for the first part of the array, and second for the later part of the array, and then we apply the partition algorithm. There is an algorithm partition. Okay, so if leftmost less than rightmost, then this is a partition function. I will discuss how partition works. That's how you compare the left plus plus, then right, compare these two, swap. This is the partition function. Okay, so partition, you pass array, okay, left and right, okay, and then you call quicksort again, then array left partition -1, okay, and then quicksort array partition +1 to right. So this is the quicksort code. So I will discuss the partition code now. How the partition work? See, you see that, right? This is the array. Suppose this is the pivot. My goal is that the leftmost the left part of the pivot will remain lower than the pivot, and the right part of the pivot will remain greater than pivot. So whenever you see smallest element and a larger element according to the pivot, you swap. Okay, you swap. So how partition works? So in partition function, let's take array high. I suppose I take array high as pivot. Okay, array high as pivot, and let's take a variable which is I -1. So what is I? I is the lower index. Okay, lower index. So I put 1 and something. Okay, so then iteration j equal to, say I will say I -1, j less than high, j plus plus. Okay, so if array of j less than pivot, so I will say if is less than pivot, then we will move the array. Okay, so then I plus plus. Okay, and you swap array I and array j, right? Because after I plus plus you have to swap these two elements, because we have to compare this and this, and after the loop you have to swap array I plus 1, array of I plus 1 equal to array of high, means array of I. Okay, array of I. So after the loop you have to change the array of I, the pivot you have to change the pivot, right? After the first pass you have to change pivot. So how you change the pivot? You swap array I plus 1 and array of I. Okay, so this is the partition function. So let's discuss the time complexity of the quicksort. So you see, there is three major option for me to select the index. Okay, so how? So I can take the pivot a median position, or first position, or last position, or some random anywhere. Okay, So if I take, you prefer to choose the pivot in the median position. So if I take the pivot as median position, then time complexity, then after first pass, the array will divide it into two parts, like near about two parts. Okay, so Tn will be divided into two parts, Tn by 2 and Tn by 2. So the time complexity will be Tn equal to, it is a median, but the overall time complexity will be Tn equal to T of k plus T of n minus k plus 1 plus time for partition. So it is a general, because you can take pivot anywhere. So let's take pivot at the k position and the remaining part n minus k plus 1. Okay, so if you solve this time complexity, okay, time for partition, what, to swap those two elements, like for right and left, we have to take order of 1, and for swap n elements, the time for partition will be theta of n. Okay, this is the average, because every time in any case time for partition will always be theta of n. Okay, so this will be order of n log n, because you see that if I merge, I can convert this problem into this, the order the time complexity will be like the merge sort. Okay, so the time complexity will be order of n log n. If you want to understand the recursion tree, or if you understand the back substitution behind this, I will give the description. I will give the math for recursion tree in the description below. Please watch that. Okay, so time complexity will be order of n log n, and this is the best and average time complexity. So in the worst time complexity, suppose there is an array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you take the pivot 1. So take the pivot 1, you have to do n. So if the elements in the array in the sorted order, you have to change your pivot one by one. Okay, so in the first pass it is n, in the second pass it will be n minus 1, in the third pass it will be n minus 2. So the worst case time complexity in the quick sort will be O of n square. So because T of n equal to T of n minus 1, this is, and some theta of n. Okay, so this leads to order of n square. So you have to be careful to choose the pivot element. So this is I told you, though it gives order of n square in worst case, but quicksort is very much cache friendly, and it is very much architectural. It is very much architectural friendly for users, for programmers. So they use quicksort extensively. Okay, they use quicksort extensively in the real world problem. Okay, so let's talk about the space complexity. Like you see on the previous video, the space complexity of the merge sort is order of n, because number of swaps will be order of n, and you have to take the sorted merge elements in the new array. Okay, so you take this element, you merge, and you put the element into the new array. So space complexity was order of n. But in the quick sort, it is an in-place sorting algorithm, so space complexity will be order of 1. The quick sort takes the recursion stack, but recursion stack is no use for manipulating or computing the input. So quick sort space complexity will be order of 1. Okay, so in terms of space complexity, quick sort wins the race. And when you use merge sort, then like I told you, if your data or your number of elements is very large in respect to your RAM or your main memory, then you use merge sort. Otherwise, quicksort is the best sorting algorithm compared to merge sort and insertion, selection, and bubble sort. Okay, so thank you. This is all quicksort for quicksort, and in the later part of video, in this series, we will discuss about many more sorting algorithms. Okay, so thank you. Hope you like this video, and please like, share and subscribe, and thank you.